Let's talk some racing for Woodbine Thursday, November the 16th. Got about a month of racing still left at Woodbine, so plenty of options for us in the next month to make some money up there with this really great racing at Woodbine. DRF Bets has a nice promotion right now offering you a $200 sign-up bonus. Make sure to use the promo code STAKES, STAKES. Step 1, sign up, use the promo code STAKES at DRF Bets. Step 2, if you deposit $200 exactly, they'll give you a $200 matching bonus. Boom, you've got $400 in there right away. And they'll set you up with 10 free all-access pass performances. We're looking at the all-access PPs right here. Following that, when you're signed up for DRF Bets and when you're playing, every time you wager $50, you'll get credit for another all-access pass performance. So sign up now for DRF Bets, play through DRF Bets, and you won't have to spend money on past performances. Make sure to use that promo code STAKES. Woodbine Thursday, race 2 starts that $50,000 guaranteed pick 5 pool. Remember, you can play that thing for just a 20-cent based wager, and I will dive into the sequence. Let's talk about the second race, where I'm going to use 2 horses as my top tier, the 5 and the 7. I think the 7 is the wild card, very debonair. He is really fast, but he's never been on a synthetic surface. He's actually run well on both the dirt and the turf. He's been a little bit better on the turf, but I think there are versions of this race where he just runs away and hides. But the horse to beat looks like the 5 to me. That's Grand Ambition. He got caught on the front end last time out. I just don't think that's what he wants. So I'm expecting a more tracking trip from him coming off the pace in here. So 5, 7 are my top tier. I'll use them all over the place. If you want to go a little bit deeper, others to include, I'd give a look to the 8, Echo with Laughter, who has a really nice tactical running style, forwardly placed, and he will be making his 3rd start off the layoff, so expect a big effort from him there. The number 10, Midnight Moonshine, is a major player in here. This is a horse who was facing better last time out, drops in class, just had a really wide trip in a race that's come back productive. Fits with this group very nicely, the 10, Midnight Moonshine. And then the 1, another player, Serenade at Sea. So my top tier, 7 and 5. And then if you want to go a little bit deeper, 8, 10, 1 would be horses that are on my radar here in race number 2. Let's flip the page to race number 3. I'm going to start in here with the number 5, A Gal for TJ. This filly's going to go second start. She was second. I was like, what are my notes saying? This was my replay analysis. She was second early in the race. She was about 3 lengths off, and she was chasing, and she had to make an early move. She took a big shot, and then she tired. And now she's going to cut back from that 1.16 miles to 7 furlongs. I love this type of a cutback for horses who have been going a little bit longer. And now you'll see the 7 furlong race on July 6th was very, very good. Thought it was a really nice effort. That was on the turf. This is going to be on the synthetic. But I'm not as concerned with the surface for this filly. Most of her races on synthetic surfaces have been in better spots. Now that she's down at this lower level, I think she will compete very well on this surface. I think A Gal for TJ is a major player in here. The 7, 'Tis a Pity, feels like the horse to beat. I just don't know if she's still got some of her A game there, but she's faced a lot better throughout her career in New York. And if she can show up here second off the bench and have shaken some of the rust off with that last effort, she's a player. The 8 is also a fit, Phil in Echo. Phil in Echo missed the break a couple starts back, still was a pretty good second. These last 4 or 5 races have all been solid. And I think from a horse, like in a race like this, it's wide open for a horse like this who should be offering you value. Anything over 6 to 1, I think, is fair value. So Phil in Echo, the price play, I'll include 5, 7, and 8 in race number 3. Let's move to the 4th race here. I really like the 7 in this one, Sonnet's Name. I don't think there's that much early speed in this race. Maybe we get a little from the 4. You have some horses that shown some route speed. Hit and run can be tactical. I feel like Sonnet's Name is going to be in a great spot because she has speed, but she can sit off and pass horses. In her most recent start, she had a fast start. We can pull it up actually and watch this race from October the 26th. And why I like this race was she was also dropping down to this level after having faced 25 claimers and 15 claimers. So they're trying to figure out where she fits. We're watching the 7, Sonnet's Name. I mean, she's right on the lead in here. She's the second fastest out of the gate, but a few others are all in the mix. What I like is she just kind of sticks with it right to the hip of Meritamen, and she sits second right there nicely, and she presses just off, and we're going to see her make a move to the lead, and she just ends up getting a little bit tired late, and she gets passed late for second. But this race we're watching is a 6.5 furlong race, and now with her cutback, she should be a little more fit. We can just go a little farther in the race and see she takes the lead here. She opens up. And I think sometimes when this happens, when you're able to move to the lead and you're by yourself, you kind of start waiting on horses. Right about here, she's still running well. And then she just gets a little bit tired. Here comes Lois and one other horse from the back that's going to pick up and get her right on the wire here late. So I thought a pretty good effort in just getting beat late for the second spot after moving to the lead early, and now you get the cutback for Sonnet's Name. So the 7 is the play for me. That's the horse in race number 4 that I'll be using in all exotics. Others to include the 8, Lois, who beat Sonnet's Name last time out. If they go quick enough, Lois will come running. I do think at 6 furlongs might be a little tougher for Lois. I feel like she's a little better going a little bit longer, and we've seen that with a couple of her wins at 6.5 furlongs. The 6 Hit and Run, probably the measuring stick. I think the horse they'll all have to beat in here. And then the other one to mention was the 11, Charlotte Silver, drawn way to the outside, who's actually in really nice form right now. Those last 2 races are both sneaky good. So I put the 7 on top. 7, 8, 6, 11 would be horses I'm using. 7, 8, the top tier for me. Moving to race number 5. $25,000 non-winners of 2 claimers in here. I'm kind of Captain Obvious in this one. I thought both of the 1 and the 6, I had a hard time leaving them off my tickets. Quiet Intent and then the 1 Basketball Jones, who drops and should be forwardly placed. So I'll use both of them, and I'll also include the 2 Sovereign Cause, who's a bit of a price. The light bulb angle went on. I like this trip for him at 7 furlongs also. He's run well here. 2 starts back, he missed the break completely. You put a line through that race, and his last 3 synthetic races are pretty solid. Sovereign Cause, 8-1 on the morning line. I'll use 2, 1, and 6 in race number 5. As we flip the page to the 6th race, it's the final race in the pick 5 sequence. The number 1, Silent Sky, is the horse to beat. She was scratched out of a stakes race last week for this spot. So they like this spot. They think it's going to be a better opportunity for her. She should save all the ground and come running. 1's on the ticket in the mix for me, but I like the 8 most, Friends for Life. I think there are versions of this race where this filly just steals it on the front end. She's stretching out from 7 furlong races where she was right on the lead. Now she'll go farther. We have to see if she wants to get this trip, but I think she's going to be out on the front end winging it. 3rd start off the bench. She should be fit and ready for a big one. Friends for Life. 8, 1, and I'll also include the 6, Moral Turpitude, coming off a couple really nice efforts that fit well with these on the speed figures. She was 4th last time out, and now in this particular spot, she's actually going to be able to sit a pretty good trip in a race where I don't think there's that much speed in here. I could see her sitting a little closer than it may have looked like in some of her last more recent races. So Moral Turpitude in the mix for me. 8, 1, 6 to close out that pick 5 on Thursday at Woodbine. It's a $50,000 guaranteed pool, and you can play in race number 2, and you should be playing with DRF Bets because they have that awesome sign-up bonus for you. It's a $200 deposit match bonus. Use the promo code STAKES. Good luck on Thursday playing Woodbine. We'll have more analysis for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday racing from Woodbine. Make sure to give me a follow on Twitter. It's me, Gino B. Good luck, everyone. Hope you have an awesome Thursday at Woodbine.